I'm Matt Harrelson.
You're watching Live.
And Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. Heavy rains expected over the next 24 hours has led to the cancellation of a Christmas tradition. The old-fashioned Christmas event on East Hamlet Avenue, sponsored by the Hamlet Business Development Association, was called off because of the weather, according to Stephanie Thornsberry, director of the Hamlet Depot and Museums and Downtown Coordinator. Thornsberry said the event was also canceled last year, but the one on Main Street was still held. Most of North Carolina is under a flash flood watch, according to the National Weather Service. Stay tuned to the Live at 5 weather report for more about the watch. 2 Richmond County leaders were recognized Thursday night with awards from the Lumber River Council of Governments. Ellerbe Mayor Lee Berry was presented with the first ever Leon Maynor Local Leadership Award. The award is named in honor of a former long-term Lumber River Council of Governments board member and Lumberton City Councilman. Berry has led Ellerbe in revamping the town's code of ordinances, organizing the downtown merchants, regionalizing its wastewater system with the city of Rockingham, and working to change the appearance and safety of the town through a strong program of code enforcement. He has worked side by side with his commissioners to make a number of necessary increases in the water and sewer rates, and recently a property tax increase. Richmond Community College President Dr. Dale McInnes was named Workforce Development Board Member of the Year. That award is named in honor of the late Dr. Stanley Richardson, a devoted board member and a longtime educator from Bladen County who was an avid advocate for youth and education during his tenure. McInnes' career has been focused on education through community colleges. He started as the lead instructor for business administration prior to moving into college administration and was named president back in 2010. The University of North Carolina at Pembroke is one of 2 state colleges recently acknowledged by a civil rights organization for bringing its policies in line with the Constitution. The Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, or FIRE, last week announced that UNCP and Western Carolina University in Cullowhee had been giving a green light rating for having policies that protect the free speech rights of students and faculty. FIRE rates colleges using a 3-tier system based on how well or how poorly campus codes allow for free expression and due process. According to a FIRE press release, UNCP officials changed 4 yellow light policies, including free speech event policy, a computer acceptable use regulation, a sexual misconduct policy, and a student code of conduct provision. Over in the mountains, Western Carolina's revised a campus expressive activity policy, as well as making changes to information technology use, harassment, bullying, and sexual harassment rules. The 2 colleges became the 6th and 7th, respectively, to earn a green light rating this year, bringing the nationwide total up to 42. North Carolina, now with 10, has the highest number of green light schools in the U.S. When we return, I'll be bringing you your Live at 5 weather report. Is there more rain in the forecast? We'll let you know right after this.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes they were here and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Richmond County Hospice. And right here in downtown Rockingham and much of Richmond County, it's been a wet and rainy day, but that is going to continue. Meteorologists say an upper level low pressure system is moving in from the west and is expected to cause heavy downpours, and thunderstorms are also possible. The watch went into effect at 1 p.m. and will continue until Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. So rainfall totals could reach up to 3 inches. Runoff from melting snow and leaves blocking storm drains could compound flooding issues in several Piedmont counties. But let's take a look at the map moving on for tomorrow. In the eastern part of the state, in Fayetteville, a high of 63 expected, a low of 50. High of 65 down in Lumberton, 50 for the low there, and a high of 65 in Rayford, low of 48. So we're actually creeping back up into the 60s. It's going to stay that way for the next couple of days, but as we've seen, the weather for North Carolina this time of year can go up and down. But moving back towards Richmond County, up in Southern Pines, a high of 62, low of 48. South of that, down in Laurinburg, 3 degrees warmer, high of 65, low of 49. Here in Richmond County, in Ellerby, a high of 62, a low of 48 for the Saturday. Here in Rockingham, 64 for the high, 48 for the low. And across the PD River in Wadesboro, high of 63, low of 47. So unfortunately, more rain expected in the forecast, which brings us to the 5-day forecast. So, as I just mentioned, for tomorrow, more rain expected, a 100% chance of precipitation tomorrow with a high of 64, a low of 48. So tomorrow will actually be our warmest day out of the next 5. Up next, though, on Sunday, as we finish out the weekend, should be beautiful weather from here on out. High of 60, low of 42 that day. Much the same on Monday. Beautiful sunny day. High of 61, low all the way down of 36 as we approach freezing temperatures again, at least at night. However, as I mentioned on Tuesday, more sunshine expected, high of 53, low again of 33, so once again touching freezing temperatures. But on Wednesday, another beautiful day during the day, high of 55, low of 43. So during the day, the temperatures are going to hang in the mid to lower 60s, maybe mid 50s, somewhere in there. Again, it's going to get really cold at night, but at least during the day, except for tomorrow, your umbrella will not be needed. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. When we return, we've got your Oro Sports update. That's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
One thing that Richmond head girls basketball coach Teddy Mosley has been looking for from his team this season has been a complete performance. And the Lady Raiders took another step closer to achieving that goal Mosley shared after his team defeated Forest Hills High School 50-33 in Thursday's non-conference matchup. Shooting 48.6% from the field as a team, the Lady Raiders improved to 4-2 on the season. The game was a makeup from Monday's regularly scheduled game between the two teams after Richmond County Schools canceled all evening activities due to possible inclement weather. Richmond came out of the gate hot as the early frost by the Lady Yellow Jackets allowed the Lady Raiders to jump ahead 8-0. Richmond will close out its 3-game week by heading to reigning SAC champion and currently undefeated Pinecrest High School tonight. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 p.m. This week marked the official start of the 2018-2019 middle school basketball season as several area boys and girls team hit the hardwood for the first time this winter. The Rockingham Middle School Lady Rockets opened their season with a convincing 44-11 victory over West Hoke Middle School on Wednesday. In front of their home crowd, Teresa Mason's Lady Rockets used 8 different scores to pick up the win. Kiani Nichols led Rockingham in scoring with 10 points, while Jamia Lindsay added 9 points, Kyla Sampson netted 8 points, Layla Mormon had 7 points, and Sanaya Henson scored 4 points. The final 3 scorers, all of whom scored 2 points, were Adriana Davis, Sanidra Henson, and Joy Stiles. Rockingham will head to Carver Middle School for its next game on Monday, December 17th. Tip-off is scheduled for 4 p.m. The Ellerby Middle School boys and girls basketball teams opened their respective seasons by welcoming in the Carver Eagles on Wednesday. The afternoon fared well for the Lady Wildcats as they defeated the Lady Eagles 21-9. In the boys' game, however, the Wildcats fell by a final tally of 43-25. Derek Anderson's Lady Wildcats, 1-0 on the season, saw a tandem of 8th grade scores score 14 of the team's points. Kersha Crump led the way with 8 points, while Nyla Stroman added 6 of her own. For Tommy Shelton's Wildcats, 8th grader Amani McBride netted 11 points, and Daquan Young had 8. Ellerby will play its next game on the road at East Hoke Middle School on Monday, December 17th, with the girls starting at 4 p.m. The Hamlet Red Rams basketball team is under the direction of first-year head coach Keith Parsons, who has implemented the Grinnell system, which he helped run with the Richmond Senior High School basketball team a couple of years ago. Unfortunately for Parsons and the Red Rams, they fell to East Hoke at home Thursday by a final score of 37-35. 2 players led Hamlet in scoring as Paul McNeil and Xavier Wall each had 6 points. J.V. Drake netted 5 points in the loss, while Jamarian Bryant, Dominic Joyce, and David McNair each scored 4 points. Rounding out the scoring for Hamlet with 3 points apiece were Ethan Locklear and Zay Hubbard. Parsons noted the team forced 30 turnovers during the game. Hamlet's back on the court Monday, December 17th at home against Sandy Grove Middle School. Tip is set for 5 p.m. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to download the RO app for your mobile device. For all the latest news in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills every morning, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. And of course, don't forget the RO Sports Show has changed the way that we're doing business now 3 days a week, that you can catch the RO Sports Show again across all of the Richmond Observer's platforms. So for the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Good night, Richmond County.